Let's hear it. Yes, she says, do you have makeup on? Yes, I do. Clark, you can sit there. Terry says, right before we go back on the air, do you have makeup on? Yes. Little 4-year-old Ren made me up because we exceeded $200,000. So that was the challenge, and I accepted the challenge. So yes. How does it look?
It looks great.
Talking to the mic.
Yes.
It looks
you look
great.
Wonderful.
Thank you. When we reach $300,000, Clark Howard is going to put on makeup as well.
Doesn't really look great, or it's an interesting look. I'll say that.
It's an interesting look, Mal. You're right.
Interesting.
The 2026 Care-A-Thon, proudly presented by Duval Asphalt, continues on 104.5 WOKV. We are in the Fair and Fairer Performance Studio for the first time. This is our 12th year we're back. And Care-A-Thon has gotten so big, everyone from the community has come through, from the mayor to the sheriff. We have heard from Jacksonville Representative John Rutherford today. We have seen Scampy. We saw the Jacksonville Iceman here. We still have, if I'm not mistaken, one of the season ticket packages for the Jumbo Shrimp available. If you missed hearing it, if you want to see the Jumbo Shrimp all of next season, if you donate $1,500 or more, and you say that you want that that you want that package, you get season tickets to the Jumbo Shrimp next year. I hope you don't need to be incentivized to give because of what you're hearing from these beautiful families today, but it's also a nice little incentive. 855-916-9500. We have a match on the table from Nemours Children's Health until 5 o'clock. So if we raise at least $5,000, that's going to be doubled. Clark Howard is back for your 12th Care-A-Thon. I cannot believe you've come to every one of these. Thank you once again.
For you? Of course I'm going to come every year.
Thank you.
I am so proud of you, the vision you had, and you called me about 12 and a half years ago, I guess, or whatever, and said, I want to do this. And I said, I'm in. And this is just fantastic. I mean, you are proof that one person can make a difference, a positive difference in the world. And for people who don't know you, they don't know, and this isn't about you, this is about the kids, but I just want to say, people don't know how much you care, how much this means to you, and the families, your connection to the families and the children is amazing. So when you hear Rich talk about this before today, tomorrow, all year long, this is from the heart. And it's just great.
Thank you. And it's the inspiration is the kids. And
he does not like focus. Do you see this, y'all? He does not like it when I do that. See how uncomfortable he just got?
But Clark, can I just say, he gets uncomfortable, and this is about the kids, but it does come down to individuals like yourself, like Rich, and all of the volunteers here who volunteer for this event and throughout the course of the year that make the Child Cancer Fund happen for 12 months. It's all about the kids, but there's a lot of people behind the scenes that are making it happen. And there's a lot of people, literally thousands of people here in Jacksonville who are donating large amounts and small amounts to make this work, to serve the kids right here in Jacksonville.
And let me say this to you. The people that are all like-minded doing this for the Child Cancer Fund, there are lots of good causes. They're involved in this because they've seen it. They know it works. They know the difference it makes in the lives of a child stricken with cancer and that child's family. And let me tell you, when a kid gets a cancer diagnosis, the whole family gets a cancer diagnosis. This is not like, I'm one of 3 brothers. All 3 of us have been lucky enough to have cancer as adults. And I got to tell you, it's different when you're an adult and you have cancer. Completely different than when it's a child. When it's our one of our precious children, we need to take care of them. We need to take care of their families. We need to see that the support system is there for these kids and their families. And that's what you do by helping out in many different ways. You can volunteer, but today what we're asking for is, if you can afford it, and this matters to you hearing us talk about it, is your generous donation at 855-916-9500. Again, 855-916-9500. And as Rich talked about last hour, yeah, we make a fuss about when somebody gives a big donation. We ring the cowbell.
For $1,000?
Yeah, and we ring the other one for
$100
$100.
or more,
The other thing.
The bell, the other bell.
The other
other
thing.
dinghy.
But, you may say, well, what are they going to do with my money? Your money is powerful, whatever amount it is that you can afford. You don't have a lot of spare money? Give us $1. Give us $5. If we have reached your heart with talking about these children and their families, if we've reached you, please take a moment now, because I can tell you, I'm cheap. Everybody who knows me knows that I'm cheap. And I only give to things that I know actually work, actually have impact, actually make a difference. I know this does, and that's why I donate. So please consider making the call, 855-916-9500.
A few minutes ago, we had a wonderful reunion of Elisabeth Rosario with Susan Hitch back there. The Dollhouse Gals got back together again, and you went to school today. You had a test. You were going to be here this morning, but you texted me last night, said, Mr. Jones, I have a test. Can I come later in the afternoon? School comes first is what I told you, right?
Yes.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing very good.
Thank you for coming. When did your cancer journey begin?
When I was around, I think 4 or 5 years old in kindergarten,
And what was your diagnosis? Do you remember?
biphenotypic acute leukemia.
Say that again, slower.
Biphenotypic acute leukemia.
How old did you have to be before you could say that?
Oh,
if you were
I didn't
4 or
learn
5.
that. I didn't learn that till I was like maybe 14.
Did you remember much about that experience?
Um,
That's good. I like hearing that. Go ahead.
Honestly, I don't really remember any of the bad stuff, only like the good, like people caring for me and stuff, and I'm glad that I can remember those parts.
Dad, do you remember all the good stuff, or were those worrisome moments?
Both,
Pull it all the way up to your mouth. Yep, closer. There you go.
okay. Yeah, both. There was some stressful times, and then there was also good times, great memories, especially going down to Camp Boggy Creek, with the family, and just to kind of get away and get a break. So it's been a blessing. So it's definitely most of the good memories. Yeah. So.
Did you ever have to pay to go to camp?
No.
That was paid for through generous donors. How many times did you go to camp?
I think maybe like 2 or 3 times at most.
Awesome.
When I remember.
And that experience is life-changing, isn't it?
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree.
Well, it takes about a $2,500 donation to send another kid to camp. We had Lee Nimnick so inspired. He had already given $7,500, and he doubled that and made it a full $15,000 because he wants to send 3 more families to camp this fall. So, Lee, thank you for that, and 3 more families get to go. I love seeing those stories that come in. We're also joined by Gray Pacifico, Terry Pacifico. And, Gray, who's your partner in crime? Bring the microphone all the way up.
My partner is Chip here. He's my emotional support Frenchie, and I've had him since I was diagnosed with embryonal brain cancer.
Embryonal brain cancer?
Yes, sir.
Where in the brain is that?
It was on the left side of my brain. It was about the size of a softball.
Terry, did he have symptoms? What?
He did. He actually got COVID and got a really bad headache. The middle of 6th grade. He just turned 12, and his headache never went away. He tried to go back to school after the break and then just couldn't do it. And then one morning he got sick, and so he was rushed to Wolfson's for an emergency MRI, and that's how they found it.
And so when in that journey were you first introduced to the Child Cancer Fund?
Oh, gosh. I think immediately the social worker at Nemours connected us with the Child Cancer Fund, help with utilities, things like that. And then later on, once Gray was in the recovery phase, they were a massive help because they helped with tutoring. And he was in 7th and 8th grade. Those are really important years where he could have fallen behind. And without the Child Cancer Fund, he wouldn't be where he is today, doing very well in school, actually. So.
Where do you go to school?
I go to Clay High School in Green Cove Springs.
Nice. What year?
I'm in my senior year right now.
All right. How are your grades?
They're really good right now, all A's. I mean,
All A's. All right. I love it.
They can't be bad when school just started. So.
So 2 weeks in, you're all A's.
Yes, sir.
Being modest.
How hard do you work, and how helpful was that tutoring along the way for you?
The tutoring was amazing. I mean, without it, I wouldn't be in the level I am. I'm pretty advanced in my grade level, and I would not be there if I didn't have the determination and the people to support me in order to do that. I don't think I would have made it through high school so far how I have.
Gray, can we go back in the Wayback Machine? So you had a tumor the size of a baseball?
Yes, about the size of a baseball on the left side of my brain.
And how did they treat that? Like, what did they do?
First off, obviously surgery, but I think first it was proton, and then I would go in every month for about 4 days for treatment. I don't exactly remember what it was, but I was about 4 days.
Chemotherapy, intensive inpatient, 4 days.
Unreal.
And how are you now?
I'm amazing. I mean, I have a good school life. I have good friends. I go to the gym. I'm eating healthy. Everything's great.
That's awesome to hear. Can you read that number a couple of times? Because I want someone to know that I don't know how many hours of tutoring you did, but for just $20, that can pay for 1 hour of tutoring. So $20 until 5 o'clock will become $40 thanks to our match from Nemours Children's Health. So 2 hours of tutoring for as little as a $20 investment, because it is an investment in your education. Could you support donating $20 and support the Child Cancer Fund's tutor education plan? And what's that number once again, Gray?
855-916-9500.
One more time.
855-916-9500.
A high school senior with a nice little mustache coming in. Are you intimidated by an older man who's wearing makeup right now?
A little bit.
For anyone who may be tuning in, there's a backstory. When we exceeded $200,000 several hours ago, a little 4-year-old Ren wanted to make me up. That was the challenge that was on the table. And do you know the challenge that's on the table next? When, not if, but when we hit $300,000, Mr. Clark Howard will be the next to be made up. So if you want to stick around and do it, Elisabeth, that could be fun, right? Would that be fun?
Do y'all have a suggestion what color lipstick I should have as part of this?
The
Maybe
brightest,
like a
the
good
best.
like pink lip
Pink?
would be good.
Hot pink.
Hot pink.
Hot
Yeah.
pink.
Hot pink.
Hot pink.
All right.
All right, okay, I want to run through real quick. We have experiences and incentives. I gotta hope that if you're listening now that these families are enough inspiration to want to donate. But even if they're not, we want to incentivize you a little bit. The local has offered dinner for 4 for $500. I mean, what would that cost regular at the local? We have 4 of those opportunities available at $500 if you want to consider a donation of $500. And you have to mention it, yes, when you call 855-916-9500, you have to mention the experience that you want. Eric Erickson's bourbon tasting, it's $250 for you and a guest. There are 2 of those slots left. We're going to pick a date after the election. There's an election coming up, and Eric's a little bit busy, but we'll pick the date after the election. And we do still have, the jumbo shrimp tickets are gone. We have the watercolors from Rosa last hour, and we've got a 10 of those at $100 or more. I do see the season ticket. The jumbo shrimp. No, I thought it was, but I couldn't read. It's been a long day. The season tickets for 2 to the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp for 2027 for a donation of $1,500 or more. I keep saying or more because we want the or more. We need the or more. The families could use that or more. But to your point, Clark, times may be more challenging this year. This may be a difficult year.
And whatever you can afford,
whatever it is,
whatever amount it is you can give, open up your heart, open up your wallet for these children and their families. 855-916-9500. $9,500. And Rich, it's 4:59. Very soon, we have a special announcement coming.
We have a first in the Care-A-Thon. Do we have a total for the 4 o'clock hour by chance? We're looking for a total for the 4 o'clock hour. We have a major, never-before-heard announcement as we kick off the 5 o'clock hour.
I'm not sure
something we've
anybody in
never
the room
done.
was listening to you. Could we have a total?
I think-
Anybody?
do I have it? Is this the
Anybody?
one?
Bueller?
Okay. Our total as we end the 4 o'clock hour. Can I get a drum roll, please? $237,000! Yes! Keep the money coming. Keep the calls coming. 855-916-9500. We have one more hour today. We're back again tomorrow starting at 6 a.m. because we care so much for these families. 855-916-9500. Kelly, thank you for sharing Sammy's story. Elizabeth, thank you once again for, well, look at that bright smile. Thank you for coming. I love it. Stay put if you can. We want to take a big picture as well. And Gray, thank you. Terry, thank you for sharing Gray's story as well. I mean, are they not inspirational? Let's hear it for them. The 2026 Care-A-Thon presented by Duval Asphalt continues on 104.5 WOKV.